at the moment. I think this one was, it's not the Terrain. I think it's one of the other ones that started with a T. It's from the 80s and 90s. Oh, nuts. Well, at least I'm over here. Shit. New chain broke. But I'm like 6 blocks from home. So that's nice. I'm glad I got a box of colors and I have no money is because I ordered a thing of 10 master links just to have them. So it looks like that's what I'll be doing later, getting this to work. Hopefully I don't have to do too much because my more expensive chain breaker decided to break when I was working on this bike, whenever that was, 2-3 weeks ago. So hopefully, and now the seat's messed up. I was gonna try to ride down. So hopefully it's not that bad, and it's not to find a chain breaker. I have one that's in pieces that might work, but I'm not completely sure. But I'm almost home, so I'm not stressing it. But very weird that that happened. But mostly weird because it's a brand new chain. When I put it on, I had bought it and kept it in my backpack just in case I needed it. When I was out and about, I could just cut it to length because it was uncut. So now I have something to do later this afternoon after I clean my room. That was today's excitement, cleaning and reorganizing my room. Hoping my mom doesn't have a Zoom call today, because that would put a damper on the being able to make noise. It gets kind of old. It's not really worrying about making noise and it picking up on the microphone. It's more so the dog, because certain times I make noise from anywhere in the house, but especially my room. She gets all barky, so I kind of have been cleaning my room in increments, which sucked since my mom has some Zooms where she talks, some where she doesn't. I don't know which day is which because it keeps changing. Kind of annoying. Wish you would do it elsewhere, because it's kind of inconvenient for my dad and me, especially sometimes when she has 2 to 4 in one day, maybe 5. It can be kind of ridiculous being shunted to stay in my room, or if I leave, have to be as quiet as possible to not make the dog make any noise, or leave for X amount of hours just to not be exiled in my room. It wouldn't be that bad, but since the dog's so unpredictable, but in a way that she's predictable, that where the randomest noises make her sound the alarm, I usually don't bother. seat's being funky again, but at least it's now. Tried to fix it before I left, but both the bolts were giving me trouble, so I just went with the one that would tighten, hoping it would do something, but every time I tightened it, it would move, so that wasn't very helpful. At least it made it. Glad I didn't go to the other post office. That would have sucked, since it's on the other way side of town. I was at least approaching my, I was actually just right off my street when it happened, since as I mentioned the other day, I don't like going up the hill that I turned off. I don't mind it when riding, but this dude that lives right a few houses before the top, if he's outside, he always asks me to buy him a skateboard. He's in like his 40s or 50s, and I never encounter the kind he's after, even though he wants mine, but mine isn't for sale, even though I barely use it. I just have to replace one of the wheels because I hit something and it broke part of it. Like part of the left side of the wheel, there's a chunk missing. Didn't even notice while riding. I was just looking at the wheels for whatever reason, doing something. I happened to see it. But since it's a limited edition bike, it's kind of hard. Santa Cruz Ninja Turtle collaboration, looking like a fishtail, but slightly modernized, a little bigger, I think, or a little smaller. I can't remember. I'm trying to think of a fishtail. I had a bunch as a kid, but forgetting. It even has the rails on the bottom, like they did in the 80s and early 90s. Why is it pulling the wrong side of the road? I think it's moved over. No, now I have to tighten my chain ring too. All the problems. At least most of this way has a little bit of a descend, so I coasted most of the way. Had to walk a little bit. Okay, now I have to fix everything on my bike. That'll be fun. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Please the algorithm. Alright, toodles.